I just ran through the aid station because it was like over the trail I'm on, and they were all cheering on me, and then one guy was like, "Nice job, only 100 miles to go." Hey guys, get this. So I decided to start the route that I love, this really pretty one, and I park, and one of my friend's car was parked right next to me, same trail. Now there's a chance it wasn't hers, but let's be real here. Nah, but I get it. Sometimes I want to do long runs alone too, because it's almost like you're cheating at some points when you have a friend there, because you need like the mental training too, you know? Okay, and also today is the ultra marathon relay, and so that goes all the way around my town, and I've already seen so many runners, so it'll be cool that I kind of get to run with them. I did the relay once. I didn't love it. I don't like races when you're running mostly like in your own alone, because ultras just get so spread out. But yeah, I also remember doing this long run last year on the same day as the ultra, and it is very, very windy. We're literally playing dodge the tumbleweed. So, by the way, running with a backpack, I got a new one, a good one for running. 10 out of 10, way better. Just planning water. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy out. There's a race going on. People are racing in this weather. I think it's a 40 miles per hour wind. And I had a 20 miler because I was doing a different plan. But it's like so cool that it's 1 year later. I have only 13 because this plan like has a taper in it and only like 2 other long runs. But yeah, it's like kind of fun. Not gonna stop at the aid stations obviously, but it'll be cool that I'm running by a bunch of them. Okay, I'm 2 miles into my long run and multiple cars have already honked and or cheered at me because they think I'm doing the relay, which amazing. I'm not gonna be upset about that, but I don't know. It's always been cars coming from behind. They don't know if I have a bib on or not. Alright, let's see this thing. 11 miles left. Maybe I am doing the relay at this point. Doing the same trail as it. I only did 50 miles when I did the relay, but some people are doing the ultras all on their own, I guess. So I just ran through the aid station because it was like over the trail I'm on, and they were all cheering on me, and then one guy was like, "Nice job, only 100 miles to go." I'm like, what? Are people here seriously doing over 100 miles? That was exchange number 3, like the switch out. I only did 50 miles when I did the relay, but some people are doing the ultras all on their own, I guess. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, when I did the relay, there were like certain aid stations where they didn't let us get anything. They were like only for the ultra runners, like the 100-something milers. So it's like, it's coming back to me now, it makes sense. But either way, they really cheered me on loud. I'm like, I'm not running it. Oh, I didn't say that, I was thinking it. All right, noted. I have yet to see this actually happen. Okay, so I'm on my long run right now, and I'm listening to like the Spotify playlist where they like find music for you. And that song, that like the newer Spanish version, the one that's called Con Calma, the original came on, and I had no idea that the words were, "I'll lick your bum bum now." And if those aren't the words, I'm horrendously embarrassed that I think they are. Like, that can't be right. Could anyone tell me if that's really what it is? I gotta remember to look it up after this run. I'm laying on a park bench so I can elevate my legs. because I heard that's what you're supposed to do after a long run, like immediately. So here we are. I'm walking to where my husband works, and it's actually going to be a really good cool down because it's like a half mile away, so it's perfect. And it's warm, so that's good. But the long run was pretty good. Mile 11 started getting that depressed, what am I doing with my life feeling. But it was really cool because they had the relay race going on, and so I got to run with all the relayers, so that was fun. It's just like, I remember when I did that race. I'll talk more about it when I'm like home, but it was really crazy. So it's like a 50 miler, and they also have an ultra marathon for just an individual person. I have to look into how many miles that one is, but yeah, I definitely need to take a rest day tomorrow. It's going to be hard because I'm going to want to go to bar because I love bar, but I have to take a rest day. Part of me is like, well, the last time you BQ'd, you never took a rest day, so you need to do what you did last time you BQ'd, but I'm not the same person I was last year. And you know, and another thing is like, I really am putting so many eggs into my training basket, and I'm not giving the time to my husband that I really should be. So I think I'm gonna try my hardest not to go to bar tomorrow, and I'm gonna probably drop bar and start doing my long runs on Sundays, because that's what like all of the really good marathoners do, is they do their long runs on Sundays and their rest day on Saturday. And I think I'm gonna do that because then I get all Saturday with Luis, and I'm like doing what I feel like is more recommended for people training for marathons. Plus, then it gives me all of Saturday to get my chores out of the way and do something fun the night before, I guess. It's gonna be hard saying bye to bar because I know that it helps me, but I think it doesn't. I think it probably evens out doing bar instead of a rest day. It evens out how much I benefit from it as if I were to just take a rest day. So what I'm gonna try to do is go to bar on Thursday nights because my friend teaches bar on Thursday nights. Okay, let me explain this. So I'm gonna try to do bar on Thursday nights, then I can do my easy miles after work on Fridays because I'll have my rest day on Saturday. Oh my gosh, that sounds so ideal. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I did this new thing on Spotify where it like finds music for you, not new music, like new release, but new music and things you would like. And a lot of times it's like old songs that you already knew but you completely forgot about. And for some reason, I think Spotify thinks that I like musicals. But I did enjoy that there was a lot of popular songs that I like in a different form, like an intense musical form, so that was kind of cool. I'll tell you guys the story about the relay race that was going on today that I did a couple years ago. I'm about to get to my husband's shop, so I wanted to wrap up the video, but I just wanted to say one more thought I had during this run is make sure you don't hate your training, because if you hate most of the training and then you don't get your goal, you're gonna feel way worse than if you enjoyed the training, or you know, most of the training. That'd be concerning if you enjoyed all of it. If you enjoyed most of the training and you use that as an accomplishment, you don't feel like you wasted your life, even if you don't make your goal. It'll also bring your confidence up more. I feel like that if you're pushing yourself so hard, that if every workout feels really hard, you're gonna feel as though you're not as fit as you might actually be. That's why I hate speed work, because speed work is supposed to be really hard, and when you're pushing yourself to your limit, you're gonna be out of breath and it's gonna feel hard. And when things feel hard for me in running, that makes me, like, it correlates it with I'm out of shape. But that's the point of it, so I have to like learn how to rewire that in my brain. All right, well, I'm walking into a shop now, so I'll just talk to you guys later. Okay, this is is anyone here?
Alan.
Can he hear me?
He doesn't have the greatest hearing.
Good one. Okay, this is my husband's little area where he works, and this is his monster toolbox. It's crazy. Like, I'll insert a picture of me like lying in that thing. It's like as big as a bed. So this is like one of the things that is gonna really suck when we move across the country, because we are bringing this thing. I mean, people who work in the auto body industry, their tools are like equivalent to having a degree essentially. And then he has this other one here. He's just here working on his truck right now because he has free time today. It's Saturday today, so. Hi, hon. I'm going to stick my new stickers on my water bottle. I am quite nervous because I am not exact in this kind of stuff, and my husband is really good at it, but I kind of just want them on now. And he's still working on his truck, so wish me luck, guys. This is kind of intimidating. Stick it very lightly. I don't want to mess with it because it's pretty perfect. Boom. Oh my gosh. And it covers it completely. Perfect. All right. One sticker down for one side. Every time like I look at my water bottle, I'm like, oh, just drink a little. You just ran so much. All right. I'm going to pause it because it takes 10 years to get them out. Okay. The trick is to take the sticker side off. Like, don't try to peel the back part. Try to peel the front part, which is like against what you would think. Wow, that was a big yawn. All right, this is harder because I don't have anything to like compare it to. What are you girls doing? What are you girls doing? I don't know, does that look straight? Yeah, that actually does look pretty straight. Oh my gosh, yes, queen. This complements it nicely. Does that look even? Yeah, it looks even. And then this one's like a little thinner, a little more like, this one I think is going to be a more popular one because let's be honest, more people do cardio in the world than run 26.2 miles. And how many people who run 26.2 miles like donuts? Well, actually more than you would think, but all right, I am going to stretch and later on I'll talk about that crazy story. Hey guys, so I just got out of the shower after my long run, and so I'm about to stretch, but I wanted to come on and talk about the ultra marathon thing, the story time. So, as you guys know, today I ran with the ultra marathoners / the relay race people, and because I was on the same course as them, of course I only did 13 miles of the freaking 50 miles / however many the ultra marathoners were doing, but I actually did that relay, the 50-mile relay, and it was so weird how I got roped into it. So this person that I work with, but not really, like she just cleans the school that I work at, she went up to me and she's like, hey, Kara. She was like, you love to run, right? I was like, yeah, I love to run. Why? What's up? She was like, okay, so me and my friends were doing this relay and one of our friends dropped out because she was like, decided she didn't train well enough and she was really nervous. So would you want to run on our team with us? And I was like, sure. Like really nervous. I don't know any of these people, but I just said, okay. And so we all met up at this diner to like decide who's gonna do what portions, who's gonna do this part of the relay. And the first weird feeling I got is that we sat at this diner and nobody ordered anything. Like I felt really weird. I'm like, why are we sitting in a diner to meet to do this when you guys all aren't ordering anything except for waters? So I felt bad for the server. So I was like, I'll get a biscuit. Like I just said it because I literally felt bad. Then one of the ladies goes, I'll have a biscuit, like making fun of me. And I was just like, I'm literally here because I feel almost like I'm doing a favor at this point, but okay. And I feel freaking bad for this server. I tipped her really well. I literally just paid double for the biscuit because how annoying, first of all. Anyway, so we figured out, I'm like, I'll just do whatever you guys don't want to do since I didn't pay for it. It was literally, they had an extra spot because their friend dropped out. And so I ended up doing, I think only like 12 miles of it. First of all, I don't think any of them have ever ran in a race, but hey, whatever. I'm not judging about that, of course, obviously. But it's just they were taking it so serious. So I was like, okay, yeah, well, I'll try my best. We got this, whatever. And then we all meet at the coworker who invited me's house, like at like 4:30 in the morning. And they're all like getting all fueled up, getting the goo, like taking it super serious. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is going to be a real thing. These people seem like they're really excited for it. And we drive in the car, the music's blasting, we're getting all ready to go to the start early in the butt crack of dawn, and all of a sudden, I see them pull out a pipe, and they all start smoking weed, and I'm just like, okay, interesting. I've never smoked weed before a race, and now, to be frank, I don't do any substances. I drink very rarely, maybe once in a while, but weed and actually all drugs are just a huge turnoff for me. I can't. I don't know. It doesn't mesh with me. And so I was just like, all right, well, these ladies, they want to have fun. I personally would get very lost and have a panic attack and probably do way worse in my race, but whatever, we're doing this. And they smoked so much. This relay race took all day because we were literally driving all around and stopping at all these spots to cheer them on. They were blazing up the whole time. I felt so weird. I really felt like none of them liked me. But when it was my turn, like, I went hard. I went fast. I was like, I'm gonna show them that, like, they won't regret, because I almost felt like they probably think I'm like the biggest buzzkill because I'm not participating in any of this. Like, I literally came out to Utah to go to treatment, and I'm not, And so they were like telling me, yeah, we're gonna win, we're gonna do the best, like, you want more fuel? Like, they were like slamming goos and liquid IVs, and I'm just like, this is such a waste of money. And honestly, I kind of just want to go home. Like, it was so awkward because, think about it, with a relay that's 50 miles, and I think there was 4 other people I was with, maybe it was 5, I think it was 4 though. Like, you're only running for a little bit of the chunk of the day. The whole rest of the time, you are with people in the car hanging out. And for them, being in the car and hanging out was smoking. And so, I don't know. Anyways, when we finally finished it out at the end of the day, our team came in last. And I remember when I found out we came in last, I was like, what even did I just do all day? Now, some people might think, like, you got a free race out of it. Like, that's cool. It was so uncomfortable the whole time. I literally can't. I definitely will never do that race again, even if I did it with, like, more serious athletes, because the thing I hated about the relay is 90%, no, well, not 90, 80, because if it's a team of 5, 80% of the time, you're just in the car hanging out all day waiting for your next time to, like, tap in. So, yeah. That was my experience with a relay race with these ladies who must just like to smoke and run. Actually, that's not true. Like, pretty much none of them ever really ran in their free time. A couple of them trained, like hardcore trained, and I was like, dang, like, I was so pumped by the time I got to my coworker's house when we were starting the morning. I was like, they're really, like, they're getting into it. But they were nice, I guess, just not it wasn't my cup of tea. Trusted.